Ahowan Namaste, Sare Mere Christidar. So, Asya, Osio, all my relatives. Ahowan ICrow here, also known as Freebird. I'm very grateful to all of those who have given me my names. And again, I'm not going to go into that. Maybe I'll do that on another video. However, I'm very grateful, so thank you. And I'm here and still in the Yuma lands, the Quechan lands of Yuma, Arizona, the Gourd singers. And although this one is from India, this is my India cobra, gypsy, rattle. Anyway, I have a little bit of that in me. And along the Colorado River. And I'm here with our animal astrology this week. Still having fun playing with the animals in our oasis. At least that's the way I am learning right along with y'all to feel all of these different planetary energies. We learned so much about ourselves through the animals being really good stewards of the earth and observing and witnessing ourselves and the animals as reflections. And when I speak of the word animals, I mean the original meaning, where it stemmed from the word anima mundi, which means the great soul, and the great soul being the breath of life. And so the breath of life breathes through, as, and for each and every one of us animals, including all of the human animals. And so we learned so much around the animals. And this is why even over in India, a lot of the really ancient temples, the animals were the foundation. I took hours going around sharing prasad and gratitude with the animals around the lower level, the foundation level of the temple. And then the temples were built from that. So it's very, very interesting. No matter where in the world, the animals were so honored for all the gifts and things that they teach us. And so, why not planetary energies, right? So this is where I'm having fun and feeling into each planet's energy and what kind of animal does that feel for me. And so I shared a lot of that last week. And so watch last week's to get the rundown on all of the different planetary energies. And then as far as the astrology portion of it, I'm learning a lot. And so I learned a lot about Taurus energy today and the white bull. Zeus becoming a white bull in order to win over a goddess. And you think about bull energy. And I was speaking with a Taurus and she's like, yep. And I'm like, wow. Okay, so anyway, let's delve into our meditation. I go in with y'all and see how the animals in our oasis are going to share and commune and meet up with each other this week. And it's very, very general. I do a very, very general thing because each one of us is our own individual lion, and how we navigate these energies and how it plays out in our lives is completely, it's personal. And because of the outer planets are more community, collective. So that would be our bat, our bison, our coyote, who's already playing tricks with me today. Our coyote energy, which is why Roadrunner has been showing up for me a lot, because Roadrunner sees the tricks of the coyote and, you know, misses them, and coyote gets tripped up in its own tricks. So are we playing good tricks? We're playing bad tricks with ourselves. And then we have Pluto, which is our vulture. And then we are definitely, because of the retrograde last year, we all know we are in this huge collective awakening. And I believe we have a planet that is going direct this week. We had a planet go direct last week. So I believe, unless I'm getting my times all mixed up, which is, I'm known for that. Anyway, so we're gonna dive in, and I go in with you into the meditation, and then following the meditation, we will pull a card from All Our Relations Oracle deck. And I will go ahead and open her up because she also carries our sweet grass. Excuse me. Our sweet grass here. And we have our white feather. And we'll place last week's card in the center of the deck. And basically what I want to share with you first, before we go in together, the All Our Relations Oracle deck. Here is the cover card as I read the description. The All Our Relations Oracle card, which by the way is all of these drawings, all of these cards, all of this energy is our All Our Relations Fire family. And we meet every morning at, let's see, I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern time. It's 6 a.m. here in Arizona time or Pacific time. So you can work with your time zone there, but we meet every morning for ceremony, and we delve into a theme of the week, which corresponds with the planetary energies, which corresponds with the gene keys, which corresponds with the Mayan calendar and the Aztec calendar, the synchronicity. Join the Synchronicity Bus Express with us. It is just fantastic. Anyway, we meet every morning in a Zoom room, and you can check us out first via Facebook at the Good of the Whole. We meet at the Good of the Whole, and I will do my best to put a link down in the description. Anyway, I'll have to look that up. I'll get that. Anyway, so here we go. From December 20th, this is the creation of the Oracle deck from December 21st, 2024 to August 21st, 2025. These drawings were created during our online morning gathering. All Our Relations Morning Fire Ceremony. These drawings have been turned into this authentic Oracle deck for us to enjoy. Each card depicts a new aspect to a weekly theme, and the themes touch on the different cultural perspectives, relationships, physical and spiritual worlds, the Mayan calendar, numerology, gene keys, astronomy, astrology, ancestors, grandmother wisdom, indigenous teachings, and more. The cards appeal to the reader's interpretation, bringing awareness and contemplation to each new day. Set your imagination free and look within the drawings to discover your inner child. Included with the deck, there are 2 cards to let the reader know what the themes are by the number on each card. Shuffle the deck, pull a card, and look up the theme, and let your heart see through your eyes into the depths of each piece of artwork. From us to you with love. Thank you and have a happy universe. The proceeds are donated to a different nonprofit charity every so often. So, and the charities that we choose from are women, children, and animals. Those that support the women, the children, and the animals. So, I'm not gonna pull a card yet. I'm gonna wait till we go in. However, I will continue to do a little bit of a shuffle here as I continue to share just a wee bit. That way they will be pre-shuffled, so to speak. And I'm not trying to do this then. So there goes a shuffle. There's during that period, and the reason why we find this so beautiful and unique is because December 21st, the backside of the card was done during a grandmother ceremony of, I don't remember exactly how many, but there's usually between 13 and 18 of us on, and we meet for 2 hours and we do ceremony and prayers and share our hearts. And it's where we learned sacred heart listening and sacred heart sharing. So we use talking circle format. And then when each one of these cards was created, we were in the year of the snake, and we initiated in at the solstice, or the I want to say solstice or equinox, December 21st. I get the two confused. Anyway, and all through this amazing year that we have been, clear through the very unique Lionsgate that we had this year, all the way through till the closing of that Lionsgate portal on August 21st. So it was a beautiful, beautiful peeling and sharing of our hearts and delving deeply into these topics and peeling off all of these layers and alchemizing these different energies. And so working with this, number one, we get reminded of these seeds of knowledge that we can use as wisdom as we are actually navigating this fire horse year, and continue to remember those different beautiful teachings and seeds and different things. So enough said about that. She is shuffled and ready to go. And so I'm going to now light our sweet grass. I'm going on much longer than I ever had imagined. But hey, I don't have a script. I don't do a background. I do not do edits. I am more of a raw, real, spontaneous, it is what it is. Not that there's anything wrong with the way others do theirs. It's just not me. And so here we go into our deck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are on our element of air and fire and earth and water, mother, father, sky, and our hearts. And I'll let her sit right here, wrapping us all. She's kind of, smoke is blowing right up into the phone, and our mule otter, or our mule fire horse, pardon me. I'm loving the otter energy. We've been in Aquarius energy. Like I love the playful otter. Very wise, out of the box. It is what it is. So we will place this here. You want to hold on to it? Okay, there you go. Our mule over here wants to hang on to the feather. There we go. So let's take in a couple of nice deep breaths. Hold it. And let it out. One more nice deep breath. Another good sigh, feeling your tailbone settling all the way in. Another nice breath in, and let's let this one out nice and slowly and gently. Keeping our awareness on our breath and following our breath into our heart space. Sounds like Rashini over here is in dream state, letting out a couple little squeals. He's already in there. And going into that heart space, into our oasis. And if this is your first time centering into the oasis, we're going to pretend like it's the first time for all of us. Our oasis has a water source. It could be a lake, a river, an ocean. Hopefully, it's a space where an orcas are known to go up rivers. And hopefully, if it's a lake, it's connected with a river. But our orca has gone way, way out. Not really seen too much. Orca's our moon, by the way. And here we are on the banks, possibly a cliff or a mountaintop. Anyway, we have our lion. Our lion is our sun. And we each have a sun, that spark inside of us, that sun, that passion. So our sun is our lion is very representative of our egos. And our lion has been playing with the otter, learning to keep it playful, not quite so serious. To have fun and joy and bring out that child. That otter's been visiting a lot of the aspects of ourself, including Venus, which is our dove, the raven, which is our Mercury. We didn't see much of Raven last week. Kind of hidden. That beautiful little shapeshifter. communicates between the heaven and the earth in a very grounded, playful way. Love that raven. Our bat came out a few weeks ago, out of that cave, under that cliff, and has been sharing with many of the different animals to really listen deeply, send out those vibes, that sonar, and listen. Venus really loved that energy. Our dove really loved that energy and flew with the bat for a little while. Feeling that self-care and that self-love. Our coyote came out of the forest and was showing many of the different animals how we've played tricks on ourselves. And yet to remind us to keep it joyful, kind of like the otter. I remember that week. But here we are, right here, right now, where the orca has left the land and playing with the otter and has gone out fishing, playing with Pisces, the fish. And our dove has been playing with our elephant. Okay, what are the blocks that are in the way of our self-care and our self-love and sharing our love in a bigger community way? You know, what is it that we really, really love and take joy in and just have so much fun with, that feeds our hearts and our souls? And how can we expand and share that in a greater way? Oh, she wants to go see the elephant this week. Oh, yes, yes. While our ego goes and takes a sit down, has a communications. Oh, with who? Who do you want to? Oh, how does my ego keep tripping me up? And how can I make that fun? Oh, she's gonna go visit the coyote. The lion's gonna go play with the coyote this week. Oh my gosh, that ought to be fun. And then the moon, our orca, after catching some fish and seeing what that bigger collective has in store, gonna go and see the ram. How can we get a little more sure-footed and kind of put some flight, grounded flight, where we're sure-footed. Raven's back. Raven's back. Oh, thank you. Yes, let's shapeshift some of this energy. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And looks like our wolf is trotting off to go visit. Our wolf is gonna go visit the elephant. The obstacle remover. Oh, let's feel into that. Say thank you. Take in a nice deep breath. Oh, say thank you, thank you, thank you to that persistent dove, that beautiful elephant, that wonderful bull energy that the orca is gonna go see and visit. That beautiful white bull. Time to ground. Ooh, almost missed that one. So we can fly a little bit, and we're very sure-footed with our emotions. The orca is all about the water and the emotions and the wisdom with our emotions. And then we're gonna ground them and get very, very earthy with them, with that bull energy, that white bull. Thank you. While our lions go visit the elephant as well. Hey, hey. Thank you. One more nice deep breath in. And wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Remember, we can always step back into our oasis. But for now, let's see what our oracle card is going to be. We have, number 68. Number 68. So, our theme of the week and our fire ceremony this week is lessons from solitude. Learning from solitude. Learning from solitude. That's the wording. Learning from solitude. So, learning from solitude, and as we navigate these animals this week, which seems for me is really feeling into the love and getting sure-footed and expressing ourselves in a really grounded yet strong, stable, steady way. And this is number 68. I don't have any fancy nails or anything like that either. It's number 68. I noticed in one of mine, I'm like, oh, I had dirt under my nails. Oh, yeah, I've been playing in the dirt. Anyway, here you go. number 68, and the theme is may all beings know peace. Looks like we had 3 weeks of may all beings know peace. Whoa. Centering in. This is what I see here, is this centering in as a community. As a community, centering in and spiraling into our peace. What brings us peace? Feeling into that solitude, really knowing ourselves and what brings each one of us peace. What brings you peace? What brings you that self-love? What is it that just lights you up and just really feeling into that? And that's what I was really feeling and noticing with the planets, with the animal energy as well, and handing over to the elephant the obstacles, and because, well, with the shapeshifter gone, we kind of really, this, past week and until the raven comes out, which I think is later in the week, comes back into view, we get these opportunities, and I know I was feeling it for sure, of, okay, well, are you peace with this? Are you peace with that? Are you peace with this? Are you peace with that? And kind of taking a look at some, things, what is in my way of my peace? What, and how can I bring more peace in? And solitude, for me, definitely brings that. I can really, really settle in. I'm a high empath. I'm an introvert. And yes, I've fallen in love with the human animal. However, and I love the human animal. I don't like some of the behaviors, but I love the human animal. And yet, even with some of those behaviors, I have them inside of me too. But it's saying, okay, yeah, been there, done that, you can go on by, and really delving in to and centering in to the bullseye of, this is what lights me up. This is what gets my jujus and woojus and juicy, delicious energy moving, and brings me peace and brings me joy. And how can I bring this out into the bigger world? And we're getting ready to move into the new moon, where we don't see the orca at all. And this is a beautiful, beautiful time to plant those seeds, so the orca can hand it over to the ram and say, okay, let's start getting some footing with this, as the moon the orca makes its way back to us from the deep ocean. So go ahead and allow yourself to really feel into maybe what you see or feel in this. I hear an iron pony. Anyway, May peace, dignity, and freedom be your love and guidance as you move throughout the week.